Today, I'm going to be playing out the career of Derrick Henry, but after every season, he's going to be switching to a new team. And I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to say that Derrick Henry is one of the best running backs of all time. I mean, it's going to be a sad day when this guy retires, man. But obviously, he has been an absolute dog with the Baltimore Ravens. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do on different teams. But anyways, I mean, obviously, to start off the video, Derrick Henry is on the Baltimore Ravens, and clearly the offense that he's going to be working with in his first season is absolutely loaded. I mean, there's a decent chance we get the job done in year number one. And on the other hand, the Ravens defense is also absolutely loaded. I mean, this is one of the best defenses in the NFL, so hopefully Baltimore doesn't disappoint this year. And I think it's safe to say that Baltimore did not disappoint this season, because they're going to go 16-1 to win the division and get the number one seed. And I'm looking at Derrick Henry's stats right now, and it is insane. I mean, this is one of the greatest seasons a running back has ever had. He had 1,400 yards for 30 touchdowns, which breaks Tomlinson's record of 28. So Derrick Henry is already a new record holder, and he also had 5 receiving touchdowns. But anyways, to start off the postseason, it looks like we're going to be playing the Chargers in the divisional round. I mean, I seriously can't believe the season that Derrick Henry just had, man. I knew he wasn't going to disappoint, but I did not expect him to go off the way that he did, so hopefully that will carry into the postseason. I mean, he's having a solid game, nothing too crazy, but he's got like 64 yards on the ground, so hopefully we can have a good drive here, because this is probably going to be the last drive of the game. Because in case you haven't noticed, I mean, there's only like 2 minutes left in this game, and we're all tied up at 14, so I'm gonna try and kill as much clock as I can. That's another first. I mean, they're already having a really tough time stopping Derrick Henry, so I don't want to overcomplicate things. I mean, all we need to do is run the clock down and kick a field goal, and this thing should be over. And since they can't stop the run right now, I mean, there's really no reason to stop running the ball, so I'm just gonna keep handing it off to Henry until they do something about it. The Chargers did bring up a third down after that, though, so I am gonna put it in the air. If no one's open, I mean, obviously we have Lamar Jackson, so I can just run the ball, and that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna bring it all the way to the 12. And after the big play from Lamar, the Chargers had to burn their final timeout, so I just let the clock run all the way down to 2 seconds. So as long as we don't butcher this this field goal attempt, that is gonna send the Ravens to the AFC Championship game. I can't lie though, I mean, I didn't think this was gonna be a blowout, but I didn't think the Chargers were gonna take it right down to the wire. I mean, they did play a lot better than I thought they were going to. But anyways, in the AFC Championship game, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Houston Texans, and I thought that Baltimore was gonna be able to take care of Houston no problem, but we are actually currently getting upset right now. I mean, we are the heavy favorites to win this game, but obviously the Texans are in the driver's seat right now, so I feel like this is a must-score drive for the Baltimore Ravens. I really feel like we can't allow any more points at this point, especially if we don't score a touchdown here. I mean, we're already down by 2 scores, and there's only like 5 minutes left in the game. That's gonna be a big play from Likely. I mean, with Lamar and Henry, the Ravens have got to have the best read option in the NFL, so I'm gonna fake it to Henry, and hopefully we can get away with Lamar. That's not gonna be a touchdown. We actually only got 3 yards there. I was expecting a lot more on the ground there, and the Texans got another stop after that too, so now it's 3rd and 6. Likely's going to be open for us on the same route again, though, so that is going to put us right back in this thing, but we desperately need to get a stop with the defense. But unfortunately, the defense was not able to get a stop, so the Texans are going to pull off a pretty big upset in the AFC Championship game, which is going to send CJ Stroud to the Super Bowl. So that is definitely a tough way to end off the season. When I saw we were playing Houston, I thought we were going to have an easy ticket to the Super Bowl, but obviously I was very wrong about that. But anyways, to end off year number one, it looks like Jalen Hurts is going to be winning MVP. I was hoping it would go to Lamar or something, but I mean, at least he came top 3 in the votings. And on the bright side, Derrick Henry is going to win Offensive Player of the Year. And after beating us, it looks like the Texans ended up losing to San Francisco in the Super Bowl. But anyways, I mean, I guess it's time to set our boy free and see where he ends up next season. And after being released from the Baltimore Ravens, it looks like Derrick Henry actually joined the team that knocked us out of the playoffs because he is now on the Houston Texans. And now that they have Derrick Henry, I mean, this offense is looking pretty terrifying. The running back room is absolutely loaded. On the other hand, I mean, this defense obviously does not compete with Baltimore, but they are pretty good as well. And with Derrick Henry as their running back, it looks like the Texans had another phenomenal season because they're gonna go 13-4 to win the division. Kansas City and Buffalo both went 15-2 though, so we have the 3 seed, which means we have to play the Jets in the wild card round. But coming off of a ridiculous 30 touchdown season, it looks like Derrick Henry slowed down just a little bit. I mean, he had another crazy year with 1,400 yards, but this time he only had 22 touchdowns, which is obviously another insane season. And once again, he's gonna finish the year with 5 receiving touchdowns as well. I mean, with stats like that, he should definitely be in the running for Offensive Player of the Year once again. But as you can see, we're all tied up at 10 in the 3rd quarter right now, so this is a pretty important drive for Houston. I'm gonna switch it up and put in the air this time though. I'm hoping that we can get Collins open. It looks like Diggs is gonna be the best option though, so I'll take him. It's gonna be a big pickup regardless. I mean, we've got the ball all the way to the 43-yard line now, so I'm gonna try and go for a few runs with Henry. That's a bit better than the first one. It's still not a massive pickup, but I mean, I feel like we're bound to get a pretty big gain at some point, and it looks like it's gonna be right here. I mean, I wouldn't say we're quite in field goal range yet, but hopefully another run will get us there. It looks like we should be there now. So at the very least, I'm hoping we can put 3 points on the board here. I might try and go for Diggs or something though. I don't know if Diggs is gonna get open, but if he can, yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe actually. We'll hit Schultz because I'm not risking throwing a pick or anything at this point. I mean, it's the playoffs. We cannot screw around right now. So, oh, hold on. That's another big gain from Henry. I mean, it's 2nd and inches, so now is probably a good opportunity to go for a bit of a shot because if this doesn't work out, all we need to do is pick up a couple of inches on the ground. That was almost a touchdown from Collins. I mean, Collins got it all the way to the 2-yard line, so I feel like we should be good at this point. I mean, I really can't see Derrick Henry getting shut down from here, but he did, and that's gonna bring up a 3rd down too, so that makes things kind of interesting. We only need 4 yards, so I am gonna put it in the air. We're gonna get sacked though, man. I guess we're getting held to a field goal. That is crazy, bro. I thought we had like a guaranteed touchdown when we were at the 2-yard line, but the Jets defense finally showed up and got a big stop, so we're only gonna be able to put 3 points on the board. It's all good though, because 3 points is all that we needed to win this game. We'll take it 16-13. So it looks like the Texans are going to be headed to the divisional round. And in the divisional round, it looks like things are going to be getting a lot more difficult because now we have to play Kansas City in Arrowhead, which is an absolute nightmare scenario for the Texans. I mean, this is one of the teams I was really hoping that we could find a way to dodge this postseason, but obviously that's not going to be happening. So hopefully we can pull off the upset here. I mean, when Henry was on the Ravens last year, obviously the Texans pulled off the upset against Baltimore, so this team is definitely capable of doing it. And we are losing right now, but we're only down by 3 points. So I mean, if we can find a way to score a touchdown, that will give us the lead, or at the very least, all we need is a field goal to tie this thing up. So hold on, what should I do here? I guess I'll go for Jordan, who is gonna keep... Oh, dude, he stepped out of bounds, which is gonna bring up a 3rd down. Honestly, a field goal from here would be pretty long, so I'm gonna try and pick up the 1st down, and hopefully it doesn't backfire. It looks like Collins is gonna clutch up for us, and he's actually gonna bring it all the way to the red zone. So 16 yards to go, and we're in for the score. I'm gonna try and run it with Henry this time, but he's gonna get caught pretty quickly. If he had the ball in his other hand, that would have been an easy stiff arm, but he hit us on the side that we had the football, so we really couldn't do anything about that. And it's gonna be the same story here. We're actually gonna lose 2 yards, so I guess I'll just go back to this route with Collins because it seems like Kansas City's doing a pretty good job at stopping the run right now. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna be able to pick up the 1st down here either. We're gonna get held to a field goal, and this time I'm just gonna take the 3 points because we're in the 4th quarter now. So I'll take it as long as we don't miss this. We are gonna tie this thing up at 20 apiece, and it looks like it's gonna be good.
2 seconds later.
And unfortunately, that field goal was the last 3 points that we were able to put on the board, and Kansas City scored a touchdown after that as well. So we're going to end up losing this game 27-20, which is going to send the Texans home in the divisional round. So that's another disappointing end to the season for Derrick Henry, but to end off the year, this time it looks like Josh Allen's going to be winning MVP, and unfortunately, Allen also won Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, I feel like it should have gone to Henry, but it is what it is. And after beating us, it looks like the Chiefs did go on to beat the Lions in the Super Bowl. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to year number 3, and this season, it looks like Derrick Henry is gonna be playing for the Cincinnati Bengals. And next to Baltimore, this is probably the best offense that he's gonna be working with. And on the other hand, it looks like the Bengals also did a pretty solid job at rebuilding the defense. And it looks like Cincinnati did not disappoint this season, because they're gonna go off with a 13-4 record, which does win the division. Kansas City also went 13-4 though, and they got the #1 seed. So we have to play the Browns in the wild card round. But anyways, I mean, at the age of 32, it looks like Derrick Henry still got it. He slowed down a little bit from last season, but he still finished the year with 12,000 yards for 11 touchdowns, and he also had 7 receiving touchdowns. And so far, it looks like it has been a pretty close game. I mean, at this point in the video, the Browns aren't terrible like they were at the beginning of the video, so they have been putting up a pretty good fight in this one. But regardless, we still have a 4-point lead with like 55 seconds before the half, so hopefully we can find a way to put some more points on the board. I mean, we've got 2 timeouts still if we need to use them, but actually I'm probably gonna kill a timeout after this because there's only like 20 something seconds left now. Oh, please bring that in. That's a huge play from Higgins, and he's gonna bring it back for a touchdown. I didn't think that he was gonna stay up through all of that contact. I'm kind of surprised he even brought that in for a catch, but that's a crazy play, which is gonna extend this to a 2-score lead right before halftime. And it looks like the second half was a lot better for Cincinnati, because we're gonna take it 28-17, which sends the Bengals to the divisional round. And in the divisional round, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Denver Broncos. And once again, we seem to be in another really close game. We're all tied up at 14 in the third quarter right now, so I'm hoping we can at least put 3 points on the board here. I mean, that run right there should put us in field goal range. I'm gonna try and hand it off to Derrick Henry again here, though. We don't quite have the first down yet, but we only need a couple of inches, so he should be able to get this pretty easily. That was a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be, but either way, he did still pick up the first down for us, and this time he's gonna get away for a big gain. So that's gonna bring it all the way to the 17-yard line, and dude's got his X Factor activated right now. So I feel like we should just keep feeding him the ball until this defense does something about it. That's another first. So 7 yards to go, and we're in for the touchdown. Oh, dude, they might have stopped us here. I think we lost yardage, and we did end up losing a yard or 2 there. So that did take away Henry's X Factor, which sucks, but either way, I'm gonna put it in the air this time. And Higgins actually should have that for a touchdown. It looks like he's gonna be in. I mean, obviously the Broncos still have plenty of time to come back, but that will give us the lead for now. And the Broncos did take this game right down to the wire, but it looks like we are gonna sneak out with a 7-point win. So that's gonna send the Bengals to the AFC Championship game. And I was expecting to play Kansas City, but somehow the Jets pulled off the upset. So that's who we're gonna be playing. And the Jets are kind of loaded right now. So this is a team that we definitely don't want to play around with. I mean, their offense is good, but obviously their defense is the best part of the team. That is why it is tied up at 7 right now. This game has literally been all defense up to this point, but hopefully we can change that here. That should be a pretty good pickup right there. We've got the first down with Higgins, and there's only like 3 minutes left in this game right now as well. So I'm gonna try my best to run some clock, and hopefully we can sneak out of here with a last-second field goal or something. And after this play right here, I mean, we should be able to bring it down to the 2-minute warning. So I'm probably just going to try and run as much clock as I can, and hopefully we can kick a last-second field goal or something. Oh, we stepped out of bounds. I'm curious to see when New York's going to start burning their timeouts. I mean, after that, we've ran the clock like all the way down to 1 minute and 30 seconds, but it is 3rd down. So I got to make sure that we pick up the first here. It looks like Higgins has got it, and they're starting to use their timeouts now. So I feel like all we've got to do at this point is burn them out of their last 2 timeouts, and we should be able to run the clock all the way down to like 2 seconds or something. And they did just use one right there. So one more good pickup, and that is going to burn them out of their final timeout. So now that they can't stop the clock, I mean, I just let it run down to 2 seconds. So as long as we make this is going to send the Bengals to the Super Bowl. And it looks like it's going to be good. So that's another walk-off field goal, which I feel like has been happening a lot today. We've had a lot of wins from last-second field goals. But anyways, now we're just 1 win away from actually getting the job done. So we got to make sure that we show out, bro, because this could very well be our only opportunity to win the Super Bowl. But to end off year number 3, once again, Patrick Mahomes is going to be winning MVP. And it looks like the last team standing in our way is the 10-7 Philadelphia Eagles. And right now we do have a 7-point lead, but this is probably going to be our best chance to go up by 2 scores. So we gotta make sure that we do something on offense here. I'm going to try and go for Gesicki, and hopefully he can get open. That's going to be an easy first. I'm tempted to go for a shot, which I might do if we can get a good opportunity for it, but I'm not going to do anything stupid. So I'm going to go for a few runs with Henry first and make sure that we can get into a good position. I mean, that brings it to midfield. So we are at least at the 50, and it looks like Henry's going to have a pretty big pickup right here. I'm going to keep it simple, though. I'm just going to go for a short route with Higgins, and hopefully this works out again. I mean, this route has been working pretty much all day, and it's the same story here, but we are still just short of the first down. So I'm going to try and go back for Higgins. Hopefully he can get the 4 yards that we need. It looks like he's going to hold on. So 27 yards to go, and we're in for the touchdown. We should probably go for another run with Henry. So that's what I'm going to do, and it looks like it's going to pay off. That's a big gain. I really hope that we can get another run like that, bro. I'm going to try it again with Henry. They did get a stop after that, so it is 2nd down. So if we can't score here, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and 3. I could pass it. If this doesn't work out, I honestly might pass it, but I feel like running the ball is still probably our best option, and it's going to go for a touchdown. So Derrick Henry is going to make this a 2-score lead for the Bengals. And after that, Philly was never able to recover. So it looks like Cincinnati is going to be getting the job done this season. And I guess Cincinnati is going to be the first team that Derrick Henry wins a Super Bowl with. So it's good to see that Henry is finally going to be getting himself a ring, which is well deserved. I mean, he has balled out throughout this whole video, and Burrow and Chase also definitely played their part in winning this. I mean, this team is just loaded right now. So as you can see, to end off year number 3, Derrick Henry and the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. And in case you're wondering, Derrick Henry did also end up winning Super Bowl MVP, which is pretty big, but that's gonna bring us to the final season of the video. And to end things off, it looks like Derrick Henry is gonna be playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this team is definitely a pretty big downgrade from the Cincinnati Bengals, but this offense honestly isn't terrible. And on the other hand, I mean, it looks like the Jags do actually have a pretty solid looking defense, so we should be able to make the playoffs. And I really thought the Jags were going to sneak into the playoffs this season, but we're actually going to miss out with an 8-8 record. I mean, we were 1 game away from actually being in, which I'm kind of surprised about because we did have all of the pieces on that roster that we needed to get into the playoffs. But to end off the final season, it looks like Henry did do pretty well. I mean, he had 1,300 yards for 16 touchdowns, but this time he only had 1 receiving touchdown, which is whatever. But anyways, to wrap it up, it looks like Jalen Hurts is going to be winning MVP, and the Eagles did also make it to the Super Bowl, but they ended up losing to the Buffalo Bills. But that'll do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.